The purpose for this video is exercise 3-26. The way that I'm going to start this is just by going to New and open with no template metric. I'm going to start by drawing a circle with a diameter of 160, because that's the bolt hole circle. Now at the very top of this I can put in the first small circle, which has a diameter of 20. And on top of that circle I'm going to add the next circle, which has a radius of 20. Now what I want to do is I want to start to establish the pattern now. That way I can get the pattern for everything and just do the whole operation one single time rather than having to do it multiple times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line here at 60 degrees, because that's where the pattern is going to be. I'm going to mirror that line so that I have it on both sides, and then I'm going to copy both of these circles from the center point to the intersections right there. Now 3 circles should give me all that I need to establish the entire pattern. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a circle, but this one is going to be tan radius. And the tangent radius is going to be based off of the internal tangent that goes right here. So tangent to here, radius is 30. I'm going to get rid of these 2 lines because they're just going to serve to confuse me here in a minute. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the interior fillet, which also has a radius of 30. So tan radius, tangent here, radius is 30. Now I can take and mirror both of these circles, again just around the center of this circle, and this is going to start to look a little bit confusing, but what it's doing is it's establishing a pattern for me. I can now trim out some of the things that are just making life a little bit more difficult. The top 2 portions of this can go away, the bottoms of this can go away. And what you'll now see is that I'm working on a pattern. My pattern is a result of this arc and this arc. And then down here, the same thing is true, where I don't need the tips of that. Now I can visibly see the pattern that I'm looking for, and I can start to work on it. So I'm going to trim out this side and this side. So now I've got my arc here, and then what'll be my next arc right here as part of my pattern. So with this arc and this arc in place, I now know I can get rid of this, I can get rid of this, and I'm just going to trim out enough to get me started. Once I have enough to get me started, I can eliminate the things that aren't going to add anything to this pattern. So I'm going to erase that whole section. This is the same as this in the pattern, so I can erase this. Now that I have this and this, I know that I do not need this. And then this small arc and this large arc are also part of the pattern, so I'll leave those 2 behind. So what I'm left with essentially is these couple of items right here. Now I want to array them. I want to do a polar array. There's 12 items filling 360 degrees. These represent all of the objects, and the center is going to be the center of the big circle. When I preview this, it should now look exactly like the picture in the book. So I can right click to accept that array. Next I need to do the center section. So I'll do a circle with a diameter of 50, and I'm going to draw basically half of this. So I'm going to do another circle which comes out from here 40 and has a radius of 10. Now I can draw from the quadrants of that circle right into here, trim out the inside of the small circle, mirror this around the circle, and then trim out the inside of the larger circle. So that's exercise 3-26, and again, for this particular exercise, there's no dimensions required or anything, so this is all you're turning in for that one.